Well, it's felt like a while coming, but I think I can say summer has arrived. I wanted to share the most beautiful parts of the garden at the moment, and I also thought it might be interesting to show some work I've been doing with the chainsaw. And I should say the chainsaw's got nothing to do with the cat. The wisteria is full out at the moment, and its fragrance comes to meet you around the side of the house, drifts in through the windows. It's really stunning. Also in flower is the berberis, currently being enjoyed by the bumblebees. The red here is cotinus, with the sun coming through the leaves. It really lights them up. The flowers are just starting to appear, and it's these which give the plant its common name, the smoke bush, because the heads of fine flowers look just like smoke or mist sitting in little clouds around the edges of the plant. Mock orange, this has a really delicious fragrance. My only complaint is that it doesn't last very long, and the honey garlic is all over the place. The bees love this too. However, the daffodils are very much over now. I'm just waiting for the leaves to die down a little bit more before cutting the grass, and that way they should have a chance to replenish their energy reserves. The oak is well into leaf now. It takes its time, and in the winter it seems to hang on to its leaves until later than most of the other trees. I heard a nice saying, the oak sheds its last leaf on Christmas Day, and that feels about right. Maybe the only trees which haven't fully come into leaf yet are the ashes. They're just on the edge. I've noticed a big difference in the last week or so. The flowers are finished and have been replaced by the keys of seeds. You can see some of last year's keys are still hanging around. On the topic of ashes, what's this? It's the ash-leaved maple, and it doesn't have impressive autumn colour or beautiful bark, but to me it has really interesting leaves. At the top of the garden there is an artificial pond. It's not enormous, but it is full of life, and so much time can pass when you're peering into it. The water tastes good too, I'm told. There are plenty of frogs enjoying the sun, and more often under the surface, or at least it's easier to find there are the newts, including great crested newts. They really look like little dinosaurs, and I feel very lucky to have them. Also wandering around underwater are caddisfly larvae. They build themselves a little house from whatever they can find, pieces of grit and sand, leaves, seeds. This one has used some duckweed and, amongst other things, an iris seed, and it's ironing up another iris seed. I have to say, even I felt frustrated for it. I was willing it to get its prize. Honestly, I'm not sure what these worms are, but they do make the pond look like something from a different planet. The fritillaries have done their flowering now. The ones which haven't been eaten by the slugs have moved on to the seed stage, and the seed pods are almost ripe. I'm just waiting for them. These beautiful beetles are lily beetles. They're very attractive, but they enjoy munching lily family plants, which includes fritillaries. And what amazes me is how they find them. Well, it's their mission in life, I guess, so it makes sense. The cotoneaster needs a haircut each year. I try to do it early enough to let it flower afterwards. The bees absolutely love the flowers, despite them looking very small and insignificant to us. Right at the bottom of the garden there's a wood. It's really dark inside, and so during the winter I did a little bit of thinning. I don't want to lose the character of the wood, but there were quite a few very long branches, especially at the edge, which I wanted to take out. That's made a big difference, but as always, the easy part is cutting the branches down. And then there's all the tidying up. When I first moved here, I did all the sawing by hand. I'm quite wary of chainsaws. However, eventually I did get one, together with some protective trousers and the other bits and pieces, and it does make a huge difference. When I watched the video back, I saw you can actually see the little filings of metal coming off as you sharpen the chain. Every now and then you get a reminder of how careful you need to be. So here I was caught out by the loose branch underneath the big branch, and I also shouldn't have been cutting so close to the end of the bar, and the result was kickback. A good reminder of why you wear a helmet and how careful you need to be. I think the tidying up made a big difference for the better. The logs are mostly for the stove. Really rotten ones get left in piles for the stag beetles and their friends. I did find some the other year, and maybe one day I will get a log splitter, but for now the log splitter is me. Next video, I wanted to share the process of digging a new pond at the end of the stream. I've just finished it, so we'll try and show the process from start to finish. Even if chainsawing isn't your thing, I hope there was at least something interesting or enjoyable, or maybe both. Let me know, and a like and or subscribe will be great if you feel like it. Thanks very much for watching, and catch you later.